Okay. So today I want to talk about the functions of the leaves. What do leaves do? So that's what I Googled, and you can do the same thing. See what else you can find out. What what does the leaf do for the tree? How do leaves help trees grow? Do leaves help trees grow? What do leaves do? Any kinds of those phrasings or questions, that's what you need to look up. You can go a little bit more in depth, and if any of you are science teachers, you will understand better than me all the things that I'm about to say. So, leaves. The main function of a leaf is to produce food for the plant or tree. That is so full in itself. Before we go into any of the processes and how the process works, which is so cool, the leaf, its primary function is to produce food for the plant and the tree. So we've already talked about, water comes up through the roots and actually goes to the leaves so they can produce the food. But the leaf is green because of chlorophyll. Okay, that is in the leaf. That's what makes the leaf green. And this chlorophyll absorbs light. And then through the process of photosynthesis, turns that light into food for the tree. I don't know if you have the same thing, but God is pinging off of all of those words. Who is light? The source of light. God. So we can draw so much out of this scientific process from the tree and the leaves. So the leaves produce fruit. The leaves produce food for the tree. And in producing that food for the tree, again, in the busiest, most taxing, most drawing season, those leaves provide for the tree to produce. Those leaves provide energy, nourishment. And if in your busy season you don't have the nourishment that you need, fatigue is going to happen and you are not going to be able to produce. You're going to fall short. And so these leaves, which produce food and nourishment for the tree, absorb light. They absorb light. So in the midst, this is just a reiteration of verse 2, and that this blessed one who is successful and everything he does prospers and comes to maturity stays in the light. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. John chapter 1, of course that was Psalm 119. If we go to John chapter 1, verse 4, in him, this is Jesus, right? In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In him was life, and that life was the light of men. And the light shines on in the darkness, for the darkness has never overpowered it, put it out, or absorbed it, or is unreceptive to it. Verse 9, there it was, the true light was coming into the world that illumines every person. God, light, his word. And Paul prays in Ephesians that the eyes of our hearts would be flooded with light so that we can know and understand the hope to which he has called us. So the more that we bathe in the light of the word, and the more that we spend time with light, the more we receive the light, the more it's going to produce energy and nourishment to us, so that our leaf will not fade or wither, and we can come to maturity. We can fulfill, we can produce to harvest those things that God has called us to do. We'll pick up for tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.